Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kyra, and here on my channel we are all about real makeup for real life and real people like us. Today's video is very exciting. This is my very first collaboration with a brand. They did send me a fragrance to try out in exchange for my honest review. You guys, you know I would never bring to you anything but an honest review, so know that that's the case today as well, even though this video is dedicated to the brand Dossier. So Dossier is a clean and cruelty-free brand of fragrances. In fact, they claim that they are cleaner than the Clean at Sephora list, which I think is pretty exciting. I know that it can be hard for those out there that are cruelty-free and choose to purchase cruelty-free within their beauty routine to find fragrances that are cruelty-free because so many aren't. This brand does take inspiration from some of our favorite luxury perfume brands and perfumes in general, which I also think is really cool. They are 100% transparent and honest when they say that they're able to bring you these fragrances that smell just like the high-end luxury priced fragrance, by keeping things like the packaging and the shipping simple and not charging you $100 for a perfume that literally cost $2 to make. That's how much of a markup we're paying on luxury fragrances, myself included. Dossier does have fragrances of men, women, and unisex variety starting at $29, which I think is really cool. But the thing that's even cooler that I didn't know about when the brand first contacted me was that this is a 100% risk-free purchase on your part. You can order up to 5 fragrances at a time. Anything above 3 bottles ships for free. But the cool thing about it is when you get your package from Dossier, it looks like this. Here's the fragrance, but it comes with a sample size of the same fragrance so that you can try it before you commit to the entire bottle. And I think that is so innovative and important because sometimes you get a fragrance and you smelled it in store or what have you, and then you get it home and you put it on yourself. Maybe it ends up smelling terrible on you, or it isn't lasting on you, or whatever the case. So like I said, every bottle of perfume from Dossier does come with a sample. You can try it before you commit. And then if you don't like a fragrance, you can send the perfume unopened back to Dossier, risk-free. It includes a full refund, including return shipping, which I think is really cool because a lot of times people would be like, oh, it's 100% risk-free, but you have to pay to ship it back to us for a refund. Suspicious. You have 30 days to return any fragrances that you choose not to keep, and you do need to have your return package postmarked within that 30 days. I thought that was important to know. The other thing that's cool is that for each successive bottle that you add to your order, so you know you have 1 cent in your cart and it's this price, but as you add more bottles, each bottle gets cheaper, if that makes sense. So you can get up to 20% off their already super low prices. I think what I've seen was like $29 to $59 depending on the fragrance, and you can get even more money off of that every day, just depending on how many bottles you want to try at one time. You can also get information on their website about the sourcing of their ingredients. They're also 100% honest and transparent about that, and I think that's really cool. We don't see a lot of transparency here in BeauTube land from brands. In fact, we sometimes see quite the opposite, and you guys know that that's something that really burns me. So I love that this brand is not only cruelty-free and clean, but it is also honest. And I've had nothing but a good experience with these guys so far. I also wanted to mention that on their website, if you get there and you just kind of feel lost, they do have a scent quiz where you can take a little tiny quiz. They'll ask you about what types of fragrance, like do you like vanilla, do you like floral, all of these things, and then it'll generate some recommendations for you, which is also very cool. You can also search the website by the name of the fragrance that you would like to dupe, so to speak. You know, we love us a good dupe over here on YouTube. So, you know, for example, if you're looking for Chanel Chance or Clinique Happy or Le Labo Santal 33, Be Still My Heart. Let's talk about the fragrance that I got. So it comes in this package, nice and secure. This box did come inside another box. You also get a card here, which has all the information about your fragrance on the other side. It includes things like notes, the fragrance it's inspired by, the concentration of the perfume. These are the eau de parfum, so they are not eau de toilette. This is not like a body spritz. This actually has perfume oil in it. And for this particular fragrance, the concentration is 18%, so they're honest about that. They give a thank you and talk about their mission on here, and also talk about how it works in terms of trying the sample first to see if you really like it before you open up the bottle and use it and cause it to not be returnable. So the one that I chose, because I actually did get to choose my fragrance, is the scent Ambery Saffron. And the top notes are saffron and orange blossom. The middle notes are jasmine, plum, and cedarwood. And the base notes are oak moss, fir balsam, and amber. This is so up my alley, you guys. Like, so. Oh, it smells so good. I think it's cool that they do tell you what this is inspired by. And I'm going to butcher the name of it, so I'm going to put it on the screen as well. It's Maison Francaise Courtisan Baccarat Rouge 540 Eau de Parfum. It doesn't really matter to me. The notes just sounded like something I would love, and I do love this. It's definitely woody and a little bit musky. It's got that sort of deep, earthy scent to it. I think, you know, that comes from things like cedarwood, oak moss, and fir balsam, amber as well. But then you have these lighter notes like orange blossom, which I love orange blossom. I used to keep orange trees in my house just because I loved the blossoms. And then the jasmine. I don't really get any floral from it at all. It smells deep and woodsy and musky with a slight sweetness to it, if you will. I am really loving this fragrance. I will say, in all honesty, like I told you guys, I will say in all honesty, I don't know that I feel like this lasts on me as long as some of my other luxury fragrances. But I love it. I absolutely love it. And at the price, I'm willing to use more of it, either more frequently or upon initial application, to help the fragrance linger throughout the day. But full disclosure, that happens to me with a lot of fragrances. I've tried a lot of things like Ralph Lauren Romance didn't last on me. Gucci Guilty did not last very well on me. But things like YSL Mon Paris or the Nest fragrances last really well on me. And I think, you know, each fragrance is different. And speaking of each fragrance, I definitely want to order another one. You guys, I do like this company. I like this brand. I also want to mention that just because they are able to cut their prices based on packaging and shipping packaging and things like that, by keeping them simple, by every bottle pretty much looking the same other than the name on it and etc., they don't skimp on the luxury feel. This is a glass bottle, and check this out. Like a good old lipstick, it's magnetic. Yes, it is. Satisfying, I'm telling you. Not that you should buy it for that reason, but even though they skimp on the packaging of the fragrances, it doesn't feel skimpy. It doesn't feel less than luxury. So I just think that's really cool. So overall, I feel really good about this company. I feel good about the agreement that we made with each other. I 100% wanted a discount code for you guys, but I also wanted to make sure that I was not required to say anything specific, that I was not required to give a positive review, which I would call this review positive, if not, you know, radiant. Like, I love this. I think it could be a little longer lasting, but again, that's a problem I deal with a lot of fragrances. And at the price, like I said, you can afford to just apply more. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. A slight detour from makeup to just beauty. I've talked about fragrance on my channel before because I do love it. I try to keep my collection minimal because I want to make sure I use them before I lose them, especially when you're talking about eau de parfum, because it has an oil in it. So oils do spoil eventually. Thank you so much for hearing me out. I know this is like a slight detour, but I really like this brand and I wanted to share the option with you. It's something that I had heard about prior to them reaching out to me, so I was a little bit familiar with how it worked and everything. And so when they asked if I'd like to try something in exchange for my honest review, I happily said yes, and I would happily work with them again if they asked me. And thank you so much for spending part of your day here with me today. I always appreciate your time. I know time is always precious, so I appreciate your time today. And I hope all of your makeup days are absolutely beautiful makeup days, and I will see you in my next video real soon.